last video, if you missed it, I announced that we had moved across the states to the Midwest, specifically to Iowa, and left behind the Pacific Northwest where I lived my entire life. And it was a very big move. If you want to hear more about why we moved, you can go watch that video. But in this video, I want to talk about our new house. This is a house that we bought without ever having walked through. We, of course, were doing all of the buying and scoping out online and through our realtor, and of course through my friend Kayla, who lives across the street from me. But something that I didn't mention in my last video was that we also did not bring all of our furniture with us, and in fact we only brought 5 or 6 pieces. We brought pieces that were emotionally or historically significant, so things like my 1890s steamer trunk, my grandma's china cabinet, pieces like that, but we didn't bring any living room furniture or dining room furniture. We didn't bring our desks, we didn't bring our TV, and honestly, because this house is Victorian instead of like a more mid-century vibe, I think that my decorating style is going to be different here anyway, and a lot of the furniture just wasn't worth the extra $1,500 it would have been to ship it in a U-Haul pod. So we don't have bedroom furniture, we don't have dressers, we don't have beds, we do have mattresses. We don't have couches, we don't have chairs, we don't have anything, is what I'm trying to say. We have a bunch of boxes of things that need to be put away, but nothing to put them away in. So today I want to take you along with me. I will share ripping out the carpet so that we can find out what's underneath the carpet, and we're just gonna start life here. A quick note, some of you did ask where we have moved to, and I don't really want to say specifically for privacy reasons. It's a smaller town. I don't need people finding me here, so please respect that. Don't Google me, because people have done that and found my address and it's a little bit creepy. But just know it is a very wonderful place to live, but I won't be giving out place specifics because privacy. And as some of you have already asked, I will be setting up a P.O. box here. I just haven't yet, and I will make the announcement when I do. So let's get into it. Moving across the country from Washington State to Iowa was absolutely terrifying, if I'm being honest, because most of this move was riding on me. I'm the one who came to visit Kayla, I'm the one who fell in love with the house first, I'm the one who did all of the research, and while my husband, of course, also did a lot of research and we talked quite a bit about it, it felt insane because the move happened so fast. From the time I got back from visiting Kayla to us returning to Iowa to buy this house was only 6 weeks. It took a few weeks for us to decide to make the move, and then a week to get our house on the market, and within a day it sold, and in 2 weeks' time we were back on the road and headed back to Iowa. We arrived and 3 days later closed on the house of my dreams, and it still feels a little bit unreal, I'm not going to lie. And if I thought that I was going to miss the Washington rain, well, Iowa welcomed us with lots and lots of rain, and I feel right at home. With the timing of everything, we arrived about a week before our things would make it here, so we had plenty of time to rip out all of the carpets and assess the floors underneath. We had a professional inspector come and do an inspection before we bought the house, because that is absolutely what you should do with old houses. And since there was nothing massively wrong with it, the bones are still good, everything is still in working order. The only question we really had was what is underneath those carpets. It was so incredibly satisfying to go through the house and rip out the carpet in the rooms that had carpet and discover that these gorgeous wood floors go throughout the entire house. As with any old wood floor, they do need some TLC, and I think eventually we will end up refinishing and restaining the floors, or rather putting a clear finish on them, because the wood itself has a really beautiful color. They are old floors, and so some of the wood has warped a little bit here and there. And due to the age of the house, because it is almost 150 years old, there are a few rooms that have a little bit of a swoop in the middle, but it is not anything structural. The beams in the house are not rotting, they are not twisting, they are not bowed. All of the structure is in really good shape, so it really truly comes down to just being old and settling a little bit here and there. I feel like this house is every millennial's dream house. It's big, it's old, it's beautiful, it has all of the original charm still. It was very largely untouched by modern hands. And oh my goodness, the wood floors just kept surprising me with how gorgeous they were. I think the only room that really needs a lot of work is this room I'm in now. We're calling this the fireplace room because it has a fireplace. It will eventually be the TV room, the movie room, my husband's office, something like that. And the floors in here need a little more work than the rest of the house because at some point they did remodel to add the bathroom, and so there are some patches in this floor that will need to be replaced with actual wood. Break from ripping out carpets to talk about the sponsor of today's video, who is Quince. And if you don't know who Quince is, they are a company who focuses on high quality goods and cut out the middleman so that as a consumer you can get better quality for a lower price. Now I have to admit to you, when I picked out the items that I'm going to show you, I didn't actually know if we would even be able to buy our house, so I was trying to pick things that were fairly neutral and would work in any situation. I picked out some new towels because I feel like if you buy a new house, you need some new towels, and the Turkish cotton bath towel set is so luxurious feeling and so perfect for our new bathroom. I also picked out the Turkish bath mat comp set in just a very neutral gray. It is so soft. I'm really picky about the way that my bath mats feel, and this is really nice. And because we do have a really big shower in the new house, this is the one thing that I picked hoping that we would buy the house, but knowing we might not get this house. Regardless, I wanted a really nice shower curtain for the bathroom downstairs because it is a standing shower, and I knew that I would want something that would work with a lot of different decor styles. So the linen shower curtain is so perfect for that. It's a beautiful color, it's really nice quality fabric. I feel like I hit the jackpot this time as well because I got to pick out this gorgeous rug. This is something, we're gonna need so many rugs. We're gonna need so many rugs for this house, and this one is beautiful. I have to admit I haven't actually decided what room to put it in. I did get a size that could work in several of the rooms, but we are still living out of boxes, so I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. And again, I chose something that could kind of go with multiple styles. And one of the things that I am really glad I got is a fisherman's throw. They call it the fisherman's throw because it is this beautiful thick knit. And I unknowingly picked a really perfect color to go with our new couch. If I'm honest though, probably one of my favorite things about Quince has been their scents. Their candles are always so beautifully scented. I got an orange blossom candle, which I am absolutely going to be burning in my office once I get it painted, which will happen later in the video. But oh my goodness, I love the smells that they have. So if you are looking for higher quality goods to add to your home, you can go down below to the description link or scan the QR code here on my screen and try Quince out for yourself. They offer 365-day returns, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you again to Quince for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into all of the things that need to be done in this house, because there's a lot. Since we didn't bring the majority of our furniture, of course, our biggest goal is to find pieces for the house. I am really hoping that I can thrift or find things at garage sales or on Facebook Marketplace to fill the house with the furniture that it needs. And one of the most exciting finds that we've gotten so far is this really beautiful 1990s couch that has barely been used. A lot of people really love the wallpaper in this room, and I am so sorry if you are one of those people. I really do not like it and plan to wallpaper over it with something that will go better with this couch. I very often get my inspiration for decorating rooms from a piece of furniture or a picture or a blanket or curtains. And as soon as I saw the couch, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with that room. The kitchen is another area that will probably get a pretty major facelift. I don't plan to replace cabinets or anything, but I am going to paint, and probably somewhere in the distant future I will re-wallpaper the kitchen. It's pretty cute as it is, but I really miss my green cabinets, and I feel pretty justified in knowing that I'm going to paint these cabinets green too, because behind some of the knobs in the kitchen there are areas where the paint has worn away and green paint is underneath it. So this kitchen did have green cabinets at one point, and I do plan to restore that. The wallpaper itself is not in bad condition at all. It is definitely from the 90s, and I don't really like the border print, but I can live with it, and especially once the cabinets are green again, I think I will like it more until the day comes when I have the energy to re-wallpaper the kitchen. One of my favorite features of this kitchen is the sink. It is a vintage porcelain sink, and it has the sideboard, which I've always wanted. I cannot get over how many features this house has that I had always wanted in a house that I thought I would never get. I have so many room makers to share with all of you, and I haven't really decided what room I want to start in. Originally, I thought I might make over the stairway first with the little hall and the entryway, but after evaluating all of the work that had to be done and also how tall the ceilings are in part of this room, I don't know if the entryway will be my first project. However, I of course had to rip off the carpet and see the state of the stairs. And I could tell you right now that they are some of the prettiest wood in the house. I am so excited to get started on makeover projects, but we are still getting settled, and other than tearing out the carpet and doing a little bit of necessary painting in one of the rooms, I haven't had a chance to decorate anything yet. Oh my god, they're beautiful! I don't look at it as something that's hard. I am really excited to work on this house, to make it our home. I feel so incredibly lucky that we were able to buy the house. It sat on the market for over 45 days, just waiting for us to come to it. Woo! Stairs are so pretty. Ugh. When we bought it, the house had 7 different spaces that all had carpet, including the stairs, the main living room, the fireplace room, the parlor, the den. I'm not really sure what to call it actually. The bedrooms upstairs, 2 of them had carpet, and the hallway upstairs. And we were able to take the majority of the carpet out within the week that we were waiting for our things to arrive. If you are on the market for a house and you're wanting to rip out carpets, but you're a little afraid of the work, I would honestly say the hardest part of it is taking out all of the staples and the carpet tack. The carpet itself ripped out pretty easily, but oh my word, especially these carpet tack on the stairs were just stuck on so hard. And we'll probably eventually have to refinish the stairs because we couldn't really avoid nicking them here and there with our tools. But don't be afraid of a little bit of hard work if you are looking for your dream home, and especially if you want an older house. I just think it's so worthwhile to restore older homes and bring them back to life like this. My biggest advice if you're looking at an old house would be to make a list of things that you definitely do not want to deal with. For us, that is always electrical and plumbing and any kind of rot. And have a home inspection to see whether things are just aesthetic, like the cracks in the walls, which are just the lath and plaster having settled. The carpets, those are aesthetic. Wallpaper is aesthetic. Paint is aesthetic. Things like that, which are generally fixable. Somebody just covered these up. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh, I love them. Make sure that you're taking on projects that you're actually able to do and willing to do, because at the end of the day, you're going to have to live with it. And if you just blindly choose an old house just because it's old, you might end up with some really big problems. I am very lucky to have grown up with a dad who has been in construction for a very long time and who really hammered it into my head what I should look for in an old house and what I could do myself and what I should hire out. There are 1 or 2 things that I think we will eventually hire someone for, but they're not immediate problems and they are things we can live with until we have saved up the money to replace them. There is still some old piping in the house that will eventually need replacing. There are rooms that need more outlets, little things like that, which we can certainly live with, and they aren't really a huge deal, but eventually we will take care of it. I wish I had more footage of satisfying before and afters for this video, but in reality, we were exhausted, we had been going and going and going, and I just completely forgot to take after shots. I think, honestly, you will probably have to wait for me to redo rooms to get real, true before and afters of each room, and hopefully you'll be alright with seeing the little tidbits that you're gonna get as I work on our house. A long time ago, I made a list of things that I wanted in my forever home, and I still cannot get over the fact that this house has all of the things that I have ever wanted. It has these beautiful built-in cabinets. There's 3 in the main living room and 1 in the dining room. It has a beautiful old sink with the sideboard that I've always wanted. It has not only a sunroom, but also an enclosed porch, which I've always wanted, as well as another sunroom upstairs. My kids can have a playroom. It has bedrooms for everyone. And there's like extra living rooms, which I'm not really sure what we're going to do with. As of right now, we have the fireplace room, which will be our home theater. We have a main living room area with the built-ins. And then we have this little front room, which is in between the dining room and the main living room and the entryway. And for now, we're calling it the parlor, which is probably what it was. We want to have it be a sitting room, a visiting room, and around the holidays when we have lots of people over, we will probably try to have some extra tables that we can put into this room so that we have enough places to sit. This house is so much more than I ever imagined that I would own, and I still don't feel like it's real life sometimes. In the very, very early stages of discussing whether we should move, I was talking to my mom about how far away we would be, and something that she said really stuck with me. And it's that she had always wanted a house where her kids and her grandkids could come and visit her, and she waited too long for that dream, so now they are struggling to reach it. She was the first person to heavily encourage us to just take the leap and make a move no matter how scary it was. I think that it was important for me to hear that because I have been learning over the years not to wait on other people to live my life, especially because I have always really thought family was important and living close to family is important. But as my own family started to scatter, I have realized that it is important to also make the space for my own family and the future that they will have. We have been here for 3 weeks, and I think that this has been one of the best decisions that we've ever made as a family. At the beginning of it, I was really afraid it would be the wrong decision and that I would be moving my kids and my husband away from our respective families to somewhere that is halfway across the United States. But in reality, I have just been proven time and again that this was probably the best decision we could have made. Sometimes the big, scary decisions are the most important ones. As I watched back this footage and edited the last few weeks together, I kind of began to wish that I had more satisfying before and afters for you, where perhaps I had really unpacked a full room or done a makeover somewhere, but in reality, I am not fully unpacked yet. We still have furniture to get, we still have things that we don't really have a place for, or tasks to be done before we can put things away. So I hope you'll all stick with me anyway. It might be a little bit chaotic for the next few videos, but I'm trying really hard to figure out what I want to do and how I want to structure my videos.
We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat.
I don't often talk about content creation and how it works into my life, but I think it's really interesting having moved and seeing that the structure of my videos definitely needs to change a little bit to keep up with the move and the content that I want to make.
The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds.
I didn't realize until we moved just how burnt out I was living in a house that was too small for all of us in an area where we were constantly struggling. But now that we are here, I have realized I'm not burnt out from filming. I was just exhausted trying to make things work in a house that was not working for us.
Got nowhere to be.
I definitely want to keep homemaking as part of my channel. I think that at the heart of it, that is what I have always loved to share, is everyday life that is beautiful. But I'm also thinking about other things that I want to integrate into my channel.
Coffee's cold.
Obviously, as I've mentioned before, I want writing to be more of a part of my channel because it is what I love to do and I plan to do for the rest of my life. And I want to keep on doing homemaking, but also home decor. I now have an entire house to give a makeover to, and while I won't be re-wallpapering every single room, I still have a lot of work cut out for me.
Oh, it feels like that, like summer sun on quiet tracks. Oh, it feels like that, like the summer rain that falls so slow.
I would really love to have a little space makeover in every single video, whether it's just my desk or it's a whole room or it's a smaller project or a bigger project. I am really enjoying making all of the spaces cozy and filming how I am doing that. And especially because I plan to thrift the majority of what we put into our house, I can't wait to share that with all of you.
Na, 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 na. Feels like that. Oh, it feels like that.
If there are things that you want to see from me in the future, please let me know in the comments. I would love to consider that as I figure out my new routines and what I want to film and what I want to share. I feel incredibly lucky to have this be my job. This is quite literally the job that got us this house, and I cannot thank you all enough for being here. It is because of all of you that we were able to make this incredibly scary but incredibly important leap.
Oh, it feels like that, like a love song on a worn out track. Yeah, it feels like that. Feels like that.
It has been incredibly fun to figure out the personality and the vibe of the person who lived here before us. As far as I know, there was one family who owned the house for many, many years, and then eventually they finally sold it to someone else, and then that's who we bought it from. The taste of the person who used to own this house is still very evident in a lot of the rooms. In the areas that nails are in the walls, where we can see that someone had decorative plates hanging on the wall for years and years and years due to the dust circles in the wallpaper. There are places where you can and cannot hang things, where we've found that electrical is going through the walls, and so we've had to workshop how we can put shelves up if we needed them. I love the little details in each room that were definitely influenced by whoever lived here before. The little knobs on the cabinets in the kitchen have flowers on them, and I love the scallop piece above the sink. But I can't wait to put my own mark on it. You know me, you all know that I love strawberries, and I absolutely have plans to make this into a strawberry kitchen of my dreams someday. For now, I am just hoping that I can find more ways to make it practical and livable and work well for us. I have really been enjoying getting little things here and there for the house, and this potato box was one of them. While it's a little bit smaller in the potato area than I had hoped for it to be, I think that it will be a really good solution to replace the baskets of potatoes and onions that I used to have on my floor. I remember a lot of you used to comment on that and love the fact that I had baskets of potatoes and onions under my kitchen table. But this kitchen isn't quite set up to have a kitchen table in it, so we are making solutions. Every day we add something else or unpack another box. It makes it feel a little bit more like home here. Although, to be honest, it already felt like home the minute I walked through that door. I just know I'm gonna love living in this house. I love living in it already. Every time I wake up, I'm excited to do something else, to unpack something, to find some new furniture, to fill a room. I'm itching to get into all the projects that I have planned for this house. I think I knew from the get-go this was the house for me because I could immediately imagine all of the ways in which I would make it my own. Of course, there's always the strawberry wallpaper upstairs, and I apologize that I haven't shown you that room, but it is my kids' room and currently just full of boxes, so I promise you in the future, when we have actually unpacked their room and set it up, I will share it with all of you. But that is it for this video, my friends. I know it's probably not the most satisfying of videos, and I didn't get to show you everything that I wanted to show you, but hopefully the next one will be a little more exciting. As always, thank you so much for being here. I hope wherever you are feeling safe and loved, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!